I'm back. And guess who's back, baby? The one and only Mighty Panda. Wait, hold on. Let me switch mics. I just remembered the mic that I was gonna use is pretty dog shit. So, we're just gonna use the phone mic. So yeah, if I sound a little bit quiet, it's because it's nighttime and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Oh god, I'll never do that in my life ever again. I never thought I would be doing that. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, guys saw the title of the video. What if Deku had a sound and water quirk? No. I watched the last video. I saw we were on a cliffhanger. Literally, we were on a cliff. Well, not on a cliff. Well, like on a mountain. But it's still a cliff there. So yeah. So I believe we stopped it off with stopped it where Deku was about to save Kota, female Kota, from getting killed by female muscular. I don't know why I did not tell you guys that female muscular was female, but yeah, there you go. So yeah, I sound way too quiet. I want to speak very loudly, but my mother is right there in her bed, and guys, I just moved, so I don't have my own room. So yeah, and there'd probably be a lot more echo than usual. So yeah, what the fuck? Oh, people upstairs acting up again. Stop dragging shit. Alright, so yeah. So we left off was with a Deku, where he basically chain watered this nigga, this dude. Oh yeah, you guys keep on saying I'm not black, but watch. I will release a video. I will release a photo of me, of my skin on Twitter. If you guys ever follow me on Twitter, it's Panda G. So yeah, little plug right there. So Deku, he basically just water chains the bitch, and he water chains his fist from a hidden Kota. Then he just launches himself at him like it was like a spider web, like Spider-Man. He launches himself at him, does like a water leg, and compresses it into ice. So yeah, well, not ice, like it's like. No, I'm gonna say from the last video I said it's not kind of ice, but I'm gonna say he can compress it from ice, and he can heat it up. Well, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but let's just say that he can use the sound waves to heat it up, and whenever he's not using the sound waves, he can compress it and make it ice. So yeah, we're gonna say that he puts water on his leg and compresses it into ice and kicks muscular in the face, and it actually does damage because he compressed that shit so hard that it was practically the same hard ice as Antarctica. So yeah, so that did damage. So then Deku, he puts water all over his body, and he makes water armor. One of the names that you guys requested in one of the videos that I was reading, in one of the comments that I was reading. And while he was doing that, he makes water clones. Water clone jutsu. Water clones. So he makes water clones and compresses them into ice. So the water that's on him, he compresses that into ice, but like certain parts of it. And like certain parts are like on the brink of turning into ice. But it's still strong enough to like stop certain attacks, but yeah. So he basically has like 4 ice clone, water clone things. So yeah, Kota sees this. She's like, he has a water quirk? Cool. It's like, he has a water quirk? Cool. Stop me. So yeah, and then Muscular says, oh, so I see your quirk is water. Shh, my mother's coughing. Whenever she does that means she's actually waking up. So yeah. So if I start getting quiet, it's because she might be awake. So yeah. So then Deku, he basically just stands there, says bring it on. Then Muscular goes at she goes at him, but he dodges every single attack. And then he makes another ice chain, wraps it around one of Muscular's arms, puts a spike on the end of it, turns that spike into ice, and yeets it at the wall. And it's pretty hard to break because it's like water. It's water. You can't break water now. So he's basically arrested right now. He can't move. Then he places like 2 water chains on his legs. It does the same thing with the spikes. Throws him down. Now she is basically on her knees. And then then he sends another one to his other arm and basically he just restrains him. Restrains her. Jesus. So yeah. Then he goes up to Kota, asks her if she's okay. She says she's fine. He picks her up and just he makes, you know what Shoto does with the ice, right? He kind of glides with it. Well, Deku does the same thing but with water. So yeah, he's gliding on the water. He takes her to Mrs. Aizawa. She brings her into the little classroom, and everybody in there is like, "Oh, Kota, you're okay." So then Shoto tells Deku to get inside, and Deku says, "No, I gotta save the other students." Then he goes away. Oh yeah, and I was thinking of something. Do you guys want me to add a water teleportation to Deku? Well, it's not like teleportation, but he could turn himself into water and move around as water. If you guys want me to do that, just let me know in the comments. So yeah, nice. So then Deku, he basically goes away. Then he runs into Shoto and Kachan. God, Kachan, female Kachan, as they're fighting Man-Eater, I think it was. No. Man-Eater was a different person. Meat-Eater, I think his name was. Well, they're fighting the girl version of Meat-Eater, the guy with the long teeth and stuff. So yeah, they're fighting her. Then Deku sees this. He throws water up the guy's teeth, and it gets all the way up to the gum, and he compresses it, freezes it, which stops the guy. And Bakugo and Shoto see Deku, and they say, "Deku, what are you doing here?" And then Bakugo says, "Deku, what are you doing here? I didn't need your help." Then Shoto says, "Oh, I'm glad that you're here. We needed that help." And then Shoto says, "When did you learn how to do that?" And then Deku says, "What? Create ice?" And Deku says, "Oh, I just practiced it when we were in the what was it called again? The bath thing, the hot bath thing. Yeah, that." He basically says that, and she says, "Oh, okay." Then the teeth guy breaks free from the ice, and he starts launching teeth at Deku. But then Shoto, she puts an ice wall which protects Deku, and then Deku was like, "Shoto, why don't you use your fire to stop him?" Then Shoto says, "I don't want to hurt anybody with the fire. I don't want to hurt any of these villains with the fire because it might kill them." And then Deku's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Oh, okay." So then Deku asks Shoto if she can if Shoto and Bakugo can go back to Aizawa, because yeah. And then they say, "Well, we can't really do that right now because we're fighting the teeth guy." And then Deku says, "After we're done with this teeth guy," then they agree that they will go back over there. But Bakugo is kind of hesitant to go back there because he wants to fight the villains, but they're actually looking for him and Deku. Well, no. Who would they be looking for? No, let's just say they're looking for Deku yeah. I haven't watched. Wait, did Deku win the? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made him win that. I haven't watched that video yet. So yeah, then Deku, Shoto, and Bakugo make a plan to defeat the teeth monster guy. Stay on, phone. I need you on. So yeah, they figure out a plan to stop the teeth guy. Then next thing you know, we see Shoto. He's basically gliding away, and then the teeth guy is like, "Oh, gotcha." The teeth girl is like, "Gotcha." Launches teeth at Shoto. Launches teeth at Shoto. But it's like a little bit icy though. Shoto looks a little bit icy. And he hits Shoto, and it turns out it's just the ice. It was just an ice Shoto. And then he looks behind him and he sees Bakugo, Shoto, and Deku with their most powerful attacks. Shoto with his ice and fire. Well, just his ice. With his ice. Shoto's on the floor with his doing the ice spikes. While Bakugo's up in the air with Deku, they're doing Bakugo is about to do the big explosion while Deku's about to do a water Kamehameha wave. And I saw that from a comments too, where Deku could do a water Kamehameha. So yeah, I'm gonna add that in. Deku calls it a water, let's just say he calls it, water blast. Water blast, yeah. Or you guys can make up a name. Besides water Kamehameha. I'll let you guys make up the name, water Kamehameha. Make up the name. I don't know why I'm about to say water Kamehameha, Jesus Christ. So yeah. Then Deku and Bakugo and Shoto, they all do their attack. That guy's knocked the fuck out. He's knocked the fuck out, not gonna lie. He's knocked the fuck out. I'm sorry. So yeah, he's knocked out. Then Deku and Shoto and Bakugo, they leave. They head back. They're trying to head back to Aizawa, but they run into the Wild Wild Pussycats fighting those other guys. I keep forgetting those other guys' names. Those other villains. Then one of the guys try and attack them three, but they dodge. It's the guy with the big magnet thing. What is that called? It's like a pillar. Yeah, that thing. The big pillar. She tries to attack them three, but they dodge. Deku, he throws ice. Oh no, not ice. Water underneath him and compresses it into ice. And it's on his foot and stuff. And then yeah. Then the other girl with the giant blade thing, the giant sword, the blade filled with swords, swings at Deku, but got caught by a small ice wall. Shoto. Then he gets hit by an explosion by Bakugo. And then the Wild Wild Pussycat says, "Get back, get back, you're not safe here." And then they say, "Oh, we got this." Then they just start beating on them. Just water and ice and explosions everywhere. So yeah. And then those villains are knocked out. Besides, let's just say that those villains are knocked out. They're gonna get arrested. So yeah. And then Nomu comes by and says, "Hey, hello. Let me just beat y'all real quick." So then the Nomu comes by. Let's just say its quirk is Let's just say its quirk is Let's say its quirk is. Ooh, what would it be? What would its quirk be? Alright, let's just say it has very sharp claws. Let's just say it has sharp claws as a quirk. There you go, a weak quirk. So yeah, Nomu basically attacks Shoto and them. So yeah. And then Shoto and Deku, he's only attacking Shoto and Deku. Let's just say the League of Villains are after Shoto and Deku. Let's just say that. Just for the love plot. Yeah. So then they attack them too. The Nomu attacks them too while Bakugo's trying to attack it, but it's not worried about that. Bakugo and Bakugo's get more frustrated. So then. Daku and Toko. Deku and Shoto. They basically do like a combo with ice. Deku, like, he throws a Kamehameha, water Kamehameha, and once it's about to hit the Nomu, he compresses it into ice immediately, and it hits the Nomu. Then the Nomu falls back into a ice spike by Shoto, and he gets pierced. It doesn't kill him, but it hurts him. He doesn't have regeneration, so yeah, it hurts him. So then Deku, he does like he puts his hand as like, what's his name again? Goku Black, his rose blade thing. He turns his hand into a rose water blade. Slices at the Nomu and splits it in half. So now the Nomu's in half. So let's just say it's dead. Plot convenience. He's dead! So yeah, Deku, he basically kills the Nomu then too. With the huge ass combo. And then Shoto's fire starts going off for no reason. Just goes off for a little bit. It's not like big. It's not big. But it's like a small little hint of fire comes off the cheek. Off her cheek. So yeah, I'm thinking that I'm saying he, but I'm trying to say she. Every time I say he, just to let you know, I'm actually trying to say she, but my brain is so fucking brain dead. Yeah. So yeah, they basically do that. Oh, God, my head. I'm so itchy for some reason. So yeah, then they head back to Aizawa. Shoto and Bakugo stay there. But once Deku leaves, Aizawa gets attacked by Dabi. But the clone Dabi, not the real Dabi. Gets attacked by Dabi. Aizawa says Shoto and Bakugo get inside, and then them two say no, we're gonna help you. So then Dabi's like, well, I need one of you two. Then he throws a fire attack. and Shoto gets so caught off guard by this. They all dodge, but Shoto dodges like late. He dodges really late. So yeah. Then Aizawa tells Shoto to concentrate. Just because he has the same quirk as you doesn't mean that he knows all your attacks or something like that. Let's say she says that. So then they're fighting Dabi. Aizawa, he cancels his quirk just so he won't do another fire attack. But yeah. So then Shoto and Bakugo basically attack him. He's gone. And then that clone is dead. So then them three go inside. God, I swear my head is so itchy today. Jesus. So yeah, they head inside. Then we head back to Deku. Deku, he basically he's with let's say no, he's with nobody right now. Right now he's just running through the woods and he sees giant shadow man. What's his name? Tokoyami? I believe his name was Tokoyami. Tokoyami controlled by the shadow thing. And what's that other guy's name? The guy that has like several arms, but he could turn those arms into like eyes too. Yeah, he sees him. She's injured on one of her arms. And then she says, "Oh, Deku, I'm glad that you're here. Tokoyami, she's gone insane. she's gotten controlled by Black Shadow, and then Deku's like, how can we stop him? We need we need like a light. Then Deku thinks, shit, we need Shoto. And then they're like, we need to head back to the to the um to the little school thing. Then then the girl says, no, the other guys are over there, the other girls are over there. Did you think that would be a bad idea? And wouldn't you think they would get her too? Then Deku says that, but Shoto is over there, and we need her fire to stop Tokoyami. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. I feel like it's not Tokoyami. Is it Tokoyami? Let me know in the comments. Am I saying his name right? Is it Tokoyami? I'm not sure. I feel like it's not Tokoyami. It's not Tokoyami. But I'm gonna say it for just to make myself feel happy about myself. So yeah. And then oh yeah, my Twitter's gonna be linked in the description if you guys want to see what my skin color is, because I keep on getting comments saying that I'm not black. So yeah. I'm about to prove y'all niggas wrong. Fuck you. So, so yeah. Then the girl and Deku, they're trying to head back to the school without alerting Tokoyami. So they get there. They say, "Oh, we need Shoto. We need Shoto to stop Tokoyami." And then Aizawa says, "For what? Tokoyami has been taken over by fuck, I had his name earlier. Dark Shadow. By Dark Shadow, and the only way to stop him is if we had fire, if we had light." Then Aizawa says, "Okay, take Shoto with you." Alright, take Shoto with you. They leave. They take Shoto to Tokoyami very sneakily, like, because if they get caught, they're fucked. So then they see him. They make a plan on how to calm him down. Basically, Deku, he heads out there. He's basically distracting Tokoyami, trying to head him into the spot that they need him in. So then he gets Tokoyami to the spot that they need him in. And then we have Shoto. He creates a giant-ass firewall. And it stops Dark Shadow and Tokoyami. It goes back to her normal form, where her clothes kind of ripped up, and Deku's like, oh! He turns around. Because her chest, like one of her chests are showing, so yeah. I feel like I'm Mineta. Why do I feel like I'm Mineta right now? I feel like I am actually Mineta. Help me. Help me. Help me, please. Help me, please. Oh, Modern Warfare. Ooh, I'm gonna play that game tomorrow once I get PlayStation Plus. Ha! Don't have it. Don't have PlayStation Plus. Please send me a code for PlayStation Plus. I need help. Please, please, please. So yeah. Then yeah, Deku, he turns around and Tokoyami's like, what's wrong? Then Shoto says, your chest. And she's kinda like jealous, because Deku saw her chest before. Yeah. She's kinda jealous, and she doesn't know why. Then they try and look for more people. They find Uraka and Floppy, like, not that much beaten up, but like, yeah, because they ran into Toga, so yeah, that happened. Then they're trying to head back, but they run into the rest of the League of Villains. They run into Dabi, Toga, and was Handjob there? Was Handjob there? Let's just say he was there, and teleporter guy. So yeah, they run into him. Oh yeah, and guy that could put you in an orb. So yeah, that. No, let's replace Handjob with the guy that can put you in an orb, and the guy that can clone people. Yeah. And the teleporter guy. So yeah, all of them are there. They're all females. So yeah. Well, unlike the shadow guy. Let's make the shadow guy female. Fuck it. So yeah, female, all female. They're like Deku. They're like the guy that could turn in people orbs. They say we have the two. We gotta leave. And then Uraka and them. Let's just say Bakugo left to check on them because they took way too long to get back. He basically is there too. And Bakugo looks beside him, and she sees that that Deku and Shoto are nowhere near them. And then Bakugo hits him in the head, and he looks in the ball, and he sees Shoto and Deku, and he's like, "They have Shoto and Deku. We gotta help them. We gotta get them." And then Uraka, Froppy, and them say, let's just say was Ida there? Well, yeah, let's just say Ida was there. Then they're like, all right, well, we need to get him. Ida was reciprocal burst towards the guy so they could get get Deku and Shoto, but he missed. The guy with the ball, Quirk, dodged. She dodged. And then Baku, he comes at them, tries to explode them, but Dabi, he stops that by throwing a fire attack, and all of them dodge that. And then Baku, she flies up by using her explosions and heads down with a lot of speed and hits Dabi in the chest with an explosion. And then he tries to throw an explosion at the ball guy, but he gets teleported. So yeah, he basically missed. And then Dabi gets teleported and everybody else gets teleported. So yeah. Alright, now let's stay on Bakugo's point of view. He's basically frustrated that he couldn't save Deku and Shoto. He's pissed the hell off. He doesn't feel guilty. He just feels like he should have done more to save them. And same with Ida. So yeah, they feel like they should have done more. And then yeah, then we fast forward a little bit. The police arrive. They pronounce that Deku and Shoto are the only two people that are missing. And this is gonna be a big change, like huge, because this basically piss off Endeavor to the max. Like, when I mean to the max, like to the point where she will fucking kill anybody to figure out where Shoto is. Like, shit, calm down, dog. Calm down. Calm down. Well, calm down. We don't need to kill. We don't need to kill. And so then they're like, yeah. So then, like, a couple of days pass. The school have a meeting with the press. The press are basically asking them questions and making them look bad. Fuck the press, bro. Man, literally the news makes everything look bad, bro. You cannot disagree with me on that one. And if you disagree on that one, you're a snowflake Karen. You're literally a snowflake Karen that does not like wearing masks in public stores. You absolute Karen. If you're that type of person, I will smack you. JK, you're my follower. I will not smack you, but Jesus, you cannot agree with me that the media, the news makes everything look bad. Like, shit. But back to the story. I don't know why I went on a rant about the news, but hey, yo, it's back to the story. So yeah, a couple of days passed. Deku and Shoto awake, wakey, fucker. Well, no, they're not awake. They just they've been awake. They basically finally talked to Handjob. Let's just say that he wasn't able to have contact with them until like all for one, unless she says so. So yeah. So Handjob, she meets up with them two, basically explaining, why don't you guys join join the League of Villains. You guys have a lot of potential. You guys have like a lot of quirks, a lot of power. Deku, you're male. I bet you were probably like bullied because you had a quirk. And Deku cuts him off right there and he says, bullied. Bullied. Bullied? Man, I feel like the people that try to bully me, I feel like I was bullying them. And Handjob was like, her face is like, damn, okay, if he's that confident in his quirk, shit. But then she turns to Shoto. She says, we know that you hate your dad, so we want to help you take down your dad. Endeavor. And then Shoto's like, as much as I want to take down my old man, I can't let you do that. And then everybody's like, oh, okay. Everybody's like, oh, okay. No, not oh, okay. No, alright, well, think about it. You two think about it. Then a few days pass. Now let's head to Bakugo and Ida's point of view. They're basically trying to sneak out. They're not sneaking out. They're leaving the hospital. And then they run into Momo and who else was there? Momo and Kirishima. They run into Momo and Kirishima. So Momo, Kirishima, Bakugo, Ida, and let's say the fifth person would be it would be shit, who would it be? There's not that many strong characters in UA and 1A, bro. What the heck? Let's say, you know what, let's just say them four. They make a plan to save Bakugo and Shoto. And that Momo had a tracker on one of the Nomus that went back there. So yeah, let's just say that. Then, a few minutes pass, they get dressed, they get in their clothing. And let's just say Bakugo just looks like a street rat. Not a street rat, like a hood rat. Hood rat. Let's say he looks like a hood rat. And everybody else looks like the same. From canon. So then, Deku and Shoto are just sitting there. And then Handjob says, have you thought about if you're going to join us or not? And then Deku says no. Shoto says no. They both said at the same time. Then they hear a knock on the door. Pizza delivery. And then Handjob, she says, who is that at the door? And then Toga says, we didn't order any pizza. And then Handjob, no. Then All Might, she breaks down the door. And then let's just say she breaks down the door. And then all the heroes and cops start attacking the League of Villains. Heroes are winning at this point. Some of the two cops save get Deku and Shoto out of the sorry about that little skip there. I just had to stop talking because my mother was moving, and when she moves, that means she's kind of awake and kind of not. So yeah. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to like kind of whisper. So if I kind of sound low, it's because of that. But I'm gonna be like closer to the mic so you kind of hear me more. So yeah, then two cops get rid of the rope that was around Shoto and Deku's hand, and then they get up and they run out. And the two cops tell them to run out there, and and then they meet up with Bakugo and them, and then they basically head to one of the televisions, and then the same fight fight happens from Camden. All Might versus All For One. Let's just say at the end of the fight, All Might still has a little bit of his quirk. He's not fully out of business, but he's still gonna retire though. He's still gonna retire. So yeah, that happens. Next day, it's like the I think it was like season 5. I believe we're on season 5. So yeah, next day, you know what? Let's just say it's a few days before the start of season 5. Let's just say the next day. No. The next day was when he announced that he was retiring. So yeah, the next day is the day that he announced that he was retiring. And then he basically pulls Deku aside, and she asks him, "Do you want to be this? Do you want to be the successor of my quirk?" And that's where we're gonna leave it off, guys. We're gonna leave it off on a cliffhanger. Yes. Does Deku say yes or no? We'll find out the next time on Dragon Ball Z Kai. Remember, I'm back. Twitter link down below so you can see what skin color I am. And I am back, and I'll probably be uploading twice a week. Get on my level!